Very important. Thank you for that very much. Deputy Cleland, are you happy with your questions? Deputy Kenny, you indicated as well.
Thanks.
Short question.
Sure, very short. Thanks, Cathaoirleach. I want to ask a question in relation to bankruptcy tourism, which was raised by Mr. Kerr, and I have to say I very much agree with him. I have a personal interest. I represent Priory Hall, where the developer, Mr. McFeely, recently went to the UK and got himself declared bankrupt and left about 60 homeowners high and dry. But the question I want to ask is, how do you think this can be addressed, and what kind of recommendations would you put forward for addressing this problem of bankruptcy tourism?
Well, as I said, this has been considered at the highest levels within the judicial system, and the European Court of Justice has considered the issue. There is a free movement of people guaranteed under the European Treaty, so you can't prevent people travelling from other jurisdictions to avail of what they perceive to be friendlier treatment in respect of their debts. But what you can do is that you can ensure that you have assessed in a measured fashion the differences between the system that you advocate and the system in our nearest neighbour, which is where most people tend to go. The point I made about it is that it's not just about duration. There's quite a focus on duration, but there are other factors that debtors will assess in determining whether or not to move to another jurisdiction, including clawback of earned income after discharge, treatment of pension assets. There's a lot of uncertainty around that issue, and ease of access and treatment during the process. So it's a complex factor. There are complex factors leading to the issue, but I don't think you can legislate to prevent people moving.
Mr. Holohan, yeah.
Freedom of movement and language, etc., and commerce between Ireland and England. There's a stark contrast between Ireland and England. The EU, at an EU level, everyone has signed up to convergence on a 3-year period, and in that context, the UK is out of step, having a 1-year system at the moment. They are looking at it, but there's no clear indication that they're going to move it upwards again. But it is a practical problem. Even this morning, there's a client of mine meeting an insolvency practitioner in Derry, where his company was put into receivership last year. He has in fact been in the UK trying to sell into the UK for the past year. He can qualify, and he's now seriously, because of personal guarantees, looking at making himself a bankrupt in the UK. Also, you have to be conscious that if you can buy it, I'm not suggesting any named individual or any high-profile bankruptcy has availed of such a service, but there are service providers who will provide you, in return for a fee, with a history in the UK. They will set the thing up, and you don't even have to darken the shores in the UK, but you will appear to have done so in order to qualify. And that's again an abuse which needs to be tackled.
Tom Hayes, you're asking. Sorry.